and you want to be out here living your best life, doing all bad all by yourself, do you, boo? But I promise you, in the future, you will look back and you will regret the decisions that you made. It is not worth it.
So,
yeah,
hold on.
Come on.
Gotta play devil's advocate here.
I love devil's advocate.
So, what about the men? Why is it that
it's a double standard?
Oh, why is it?
Yeah,
like a man's confidence is defined by how many women he break down in his bed.
Why does the sun come up in the east and go down in the west?
Because God made it that
way.
Why
do the stars sparkle?
But that's God's law.
Why is the sky blue even though it's not blue? Why? I don't ask those questions.
Tell us the truth.
Can a woman ever recover from being an OF?
Never.
Model.
No.
What?
Absolutely not.
But she changed her life.
So her question is, can a woman ever recover from being an OnlyFans model?
Life, Sarah. She found God, Sarah.
Well, okay. Let me reiterate. Can she recover? Yes. Will she have the best options of high value, high earning masculine men? No.
But it
doesn't matter.
She's abstinent.
She sold her body on the internet.
She's abstinent
People
now.
have seen her busted, spread wide open. There's no way.
She dressed modestly now.
What is modest when you've seen it all?
She is a member of the PTA, Sarah.
I love that for her. Ladies, we have to do a better job of measuring the consequences of our actions in the now. Now, although femininity deeply lives in the now, we also have to be mindful of what's going to happen in our future. If you decide to be ran through, if you decide to have an OF, if you decide to do adult entertainment industry, you are disqualifying yourself from a certain type of man. You are disqualifying yourself from certain types of opportunities and experiences. Now, that being said, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want and you want to be a bad bee and you want to be out here living your best life, doing all bad all by yourself, do you, boo? But I promise you, in the future, you will look back and you will regret the decisions that you made. It is not worth it.
She always seems to be holding women accountable. A lot of that, I kind of think, is just, just a way, it's a quick buck on social media. You know what I mean? Guys are going to flock to a woman who's holding women accountable. That's just how it is. But I mean, she's single, childless, boss chick, career woman. So I've dealt with enough of those to know that I don't know if she necessarily believes the shit she's saying most of the time. But on this, I do think there's a group of women who do look at whores as less than them. You know, they look at OnlyFans models as, no, you're a whore. Or they look at girl escorts and strippers and all of those girls. I think I think every woman at some point has had the desire to at least be a stripper for a day. But there are the ones who have gone ahead and decided to be a stripper for a day or longer. And then there's those others who just understand that's a fantasy. And so, maybe they get a man that they really like and they just give him lap dances at home or some shit like that.
I always remember you saying that.
Yeah.
We had a studio that had a pole in it, and we had this chick that was actually just like a platonic female friend. We never saw her act provocative. She rolled with us, and I said, watch, everybody watch. They at least have to touch it, spin around it one time. And she did. She's like, wow, look at this.
Yeah, bro.
It calls to them.
It does, bro. It's like, man, because I'm going to be honest with you, bro, and this is why I don't go to strip clubs. I mean, I'm not going to say I've never been. The only time I've been as a patron is when I had like a couple of partners who were getting ready to do Fed time. And, when you're doing Fed time, they give you a couple of weeks to get your affairs in order, and then you go turn yourself in. And so the night before they turn themselves in, I mean, it's going to be a long time since they saw some soft legs like this. I just took them in there, man, and just blew a bag on them, let them, tip and drink and do whatever they want to do. Hey, man, go to a private room if that's what you want to do, whatever it is. But I had girls that danced in shake joints. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The most disrespected men in the world are guys who go in to clubs where you can't even touch the girls and tip strippers. Those women don't talk about any guy worse than they talk about those guys. So I believe that having that type of power, because every girl knows a girl, or at least knows a girl who knows a girl who's a stripper. You know what I mean? And man, they have a power over guys that is crazy, man. It's like that hypnotic shit with the flute with the cobra, man. And I just think it's a situation, man, where you just can't put a woman in a position, dog, in any position, man, if she's been actively having sex. I don't care what she says. Like, she's saying some good shit, but man, she been sleeping with guys her whole life. Like, what makes her different besides the shit she's saying online right now? We talked earlier about, so what a woman is saying that online? Who cares, man? Are we going to take this to heart and be like, oh man, somebody find her for me. I think I want to propose to her.
Well, when it's constructive, like that woman was saying, you only half believe it, 50-50.
Yeah.
So 50% sort of true feelings, another 50% just for good looks. Look at how good it makes me look.
Yeah, look at how good it makes me look. I mean, this is the truth. It's definitely the truth. And so at least she knows the truth. You know, you get women out here be like, no, being a stripper ain't bad at all. It doesn't make me bad because I strip. It doesn't make me bad because I've sold my body a couple of times. I only did it because I had bills to pay. There's some girls, I stripped to make it through college, or in any number of excuses, bro. But there's a certain lifestyle that a woman can live. And one thing I will agree with her on, and it probably came from her being observant of women who live that life. You are disqualified by a certain level of men to be anything other than something to play with. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. I have met some beautiful girls, but they had a baby. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are. I mean, the most flawless body I've ever seen was from a woman who had 2 kids. Bro, when I say not a stretch mark, not a blemish on her body at all, perfect body. All I can do is look at it and play with it. She got 2 babies. There's nothing else I can do with it, bro. I will not have another man's babies in my house. No.
It's half an established family that the man was likely booted out of, or stressed to the point where he was like, I would literally rather not see my kids than live in this kind of hell.
Right.
And the story that you get on the flip side is something you can't fully trust. I never know if a woman, when she says he's a piece of shit, he walked out, I'm like, how do I know this man didn't try everything in his power to do what's right? I have no clue.
And one thing she'll never do, she'll never call him. I had one call my bluff. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna sit around and talk about this, talk bad about this man to me, because what it leads me to do is say, call him up and let me hear his side of this. Or if you're not gonna call him up, let me hear his side of this. Never mention this shit to me again, because I don't want to hear it. You know, you can't give me a one-sided story. And one thing a woman would never do, she'll never call the guy. I had one say, okay, I'll call him. I said, well, call him and just put him on speakerphone. And I guess she thought that I was bluffing. She called and put him on speakerphone, man. He answered the phone, man. She started talking about, the school needs some shit and all of this talk. And I was like, listen, don't play me like this. So I just said, man, as a man who builds yourself into the best version of yourself, you're building a life that's for you. How you gonna add another man responsibility to that, man, that just didn't work out for her, bro? I ain't with that shit, man.
Like the girl was talking about, have you ever really done a full piece about your full opinion on OnlyFans girls in general?
No, I don't think I have, man.
Because did you just put it in the same category as tricking and keep it moving when you're talking about it?
Yeah, most times when I talk about it, I talk about it from the perspective of the trick. You know, I don't talk about it from the perspective of the OnlyFans girl, like what it represents. But I'll take a few minutes right here. I'll take a couple of minutes right here. The reality of the situation is this, bro. OnlyFans, seeking arrangements, bro, and those girls are really prostitutes. Like, they're girls who, if society was open to it, they'll be the first ones to attract to sell themselves every day. But being that they may have a career or they may have family members that they want to hide from, or they want to fake their reputation, they go to things like OnlyFans. See, on OnlyFans, you can act like you're not a whore. Well, I just be on there and I just show myself and all of these things. Well, it's kind of like simulated sex. It's like a guy going to buy a sex doll. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing this knowing what the response is that guys are having. And so when you take that into consideration, and then you just take the girls who walk around scantily clad all the time. You take a girl who walks around, man, you can see her nipples and her moose knuckle at the same time, and she's walking around proudly. Some of those pics we showed of Angel Reese today, man, the girl's a WNBA player. She got shorts up her ass when she's walking into Nick Cannon's venue, and they don't even bother her. I'm like, baby, you gotta feel that. You're like, you ain't moving, trying to pull them out or nothing. No, bro, she's built like that. And the majority of women out here are built like that. And the ones who aren't, they like girls. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is, man. So taking a chance on falling for a woman, dog, who has done any of these things, there's no recovery from this. It's foul. It's punished by your energy being dissatisfying to any masculine man for any extended period of time. You're never gonna find a truly masculine man who wifed up a whore, dog.
No,
never.
Unless he going through something.
Yeah, he's got to be going. Yeah, dog. And I can't imagine what he could be going through, dog.
Notice the depiction in movies and everything too, trying to set that as like a common theme in the culture. Pretty Woman's a huge movie. I never watched it, but apparently it's about a dog wifing up a prostitute and probably seeing like the value in her. And the Academy Award winner of this year about a prostitute.
Aurora.
But that's what it's about, correct?
Yeah, it's about.
Yeah, Academy Award winner this year. Expensive indie too, and the prostitute is the moral character, I'm sure, because she goes through something.
Yeah.
You know, been in the culture for a long time.
Yeah. You know, when you think about it, man, we was just talking about, we did a piece of content on Brittany Renner earlier where she suddenly, man, did all of these things. I just posted a short of her yesterday where it has her twerking on Charleston White the way she was on that podcast
On
that went
Charleston?
viral
Oh,
on
I never
Charleston.
saw that.
And then it converts to her sitting in the car talking about Allah Shah Akbar with the other things on, man. And I simply posted under it, remember when Charleston White showed Kevin Gates how to deal with a woman with Brittany Renner's nature? That shit's already at 500,000 because people know it. You know, yes, everybody, every man can change. A whore is always gonna be a whore, dog. It's in her. It takes a certain type of woman to actively live that life. To say some of the things she said, hey, just get pregnant by a basketball player. They never strap up. Well, damn, how many basketball players hit you raw for you don't know they never strap up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like this, bro. It's not just her saying that. It's the fact that the majority of women who respond champion that behavior. Like she's like a leader of the culture for them. I'm like, brothers, out here right now, man, yeah, there's some surface thing. Like she's talking about the OnlyFans thing. Yeah, that's a surface thing. You got a girl as a stripper. Yeah, that's a surface thing. But I look at it, man, you got a girl, man, who's using sex toys almost every day of the week. She's the same thing, dog. Like she's so turned out by her own physical pleasure desires that she can fake it till she makes it by herself, dog. She ain't even gotta watch porn. At least guys have to sit and watch something stimulating, dog. A woman can be so turned on by her own physicality, dog, that it dictates her movements no matter what's at risk. A woman loses a billionaire because she had a baby with a guy, man, who's got so many felonies he can't even get hired. It's crazy, bro. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.